1.3.2 Why policies are important? A good quality of information security program begins and ends with policy. Policies are least expensive means of control and often the most difficult to implement. It is a direct link between an organization's vision and their day-to-day operations. Policies identify the key activities and provide a general strategy to decision-makers on how to handle issues as they arise. This is accomplished by providing the reader with limits and a choice of alternatives that can be used to guide their decision-making process as they attempt to overcome problems. I like to think of policies as a globe where national boundaries, oceans, mountain ranges, and other major features are easily identified. With this concept in mind, we will talk about procedures. 1.3.3 Ways to make policies more effective. 2 For making policies, there are many factors which contribute. Some of them are goals. Has the issue been adequately defined and properly framed? How will the policy achieve the high-level policy goals of the department? Ideas. Has the policy process been informed by evidence that is high quality and up to date? Has account been taken of evaluations of previous policies? Has there been an opportunity or license for innovative thinking? Have policy makers sought out and analyzed ideas and experience from the front line, overseas and the devolved administrations? Design. Have policy makers rigorously tested or assessed whether the policy design is realistic, involving implementers and/or end users? Have the policy makers addressed common implementation problems? Is the design resilient to adaptation by implementers? External engagement. Have those affected by the policy been engaged in the process? Have policymakers identified and responded reasonably to their views? Appraisal. Have the options been robustly assessed? Are they cost-effective over the appropriate time horizon? Are they resilient to changes in the external environment? Have the risks been identified and weighed fairly against potential benefits? Roles and accountabilities. Have policymakers judged the appropriate level of involvement? Is it clear who is responsible for what, who will hold them to account, and how? Feedback and evaluation. Is there a realistic plan for obtaining timely feedback on how the policy is being realized in practice? Does the policy allow for effective evaluation, even if top management is not doing it? Proper dissemination. There should be proper dissemination of policies so that people can become aware of and contribute in adherence of policy. Read by the targeted staff/audience. Policies are only useful if the people for whom it's targeted read those policies. It's effective when people read the policies and understood those policies. People should be agreed to the formulated policies, then only they will be effective. 1.4 Types of information security policies. In order to produce a complete information security policy, management must define 3 types of information security policy: Enterprise Information Security Program Policy, Issue-Specific Information Security Policies, Systems-Specific Information Security Policies. 1.4.1 Examples of information security policies. Some of the examples of information security policies that a typical organization needs are: information classification, security policy, acceptable use policy, minimum access policy, network access policy, remote access policy, acceptable encryption policy, web server security policy, extranet policy, application service provider policy, authentication credentials policy. 1.5 IT security procedures. Procedures consist of step-by-step instructions to assist workers in implementing the various policies, standards, and guidelines. Whilst the policies, standards, and guidelines consist of the controls that should be in place, a procedure gets down to specifics, explaining how to implement these controls in a step-by-step fashion. For example, a procedure could be written to explain how to install Windows securely, detailing each step that needs to be taken to harden/secure the operating system so that it satisfies the applicable policy, standards, and guidelines. 1.6 Differences between policies and procedures. Policies are general in nature, identify company rules, explain why they exist, tells when the rule applies, describes who it covers, shows how the rule is enforced, describes the consequences, are normally described using simple sentences and paragraphs. Procedures Identify specific actions, explain when to take actions, describes alternatives, shows emergency procedures, includes warning and cautions, gives examples. Shows how to complete forms are normally written using an outline format. 1.7 Aspects of organizational security. Every company needs to have security program in some or the other form. Practical approach to organization information security management is to develop, communicate, roll out and publish comprehensive organizational security which should be effective. 1.7.1 Physical security. Physical security is one of the important areas of information security. Physical security encompasses different threats, vulnerabilities, and risks which should be addressed by organization to keep themselves secure. In physical security, as a info SEC professional, one looks for site design, layout, environmental components, access controls, intrusion detection and power, fire protection and many more things. Physical security describes security measures that are designed to deny unauthorized access to facilities, equipment, and resources, and to protect personnel and property from damage or harm, such as espionage, theft, or terrorist attacks. Physical security plays a major role in information security of organization. As its responsibility of organization, to provide access to its employees to a secure environment, so that employees can work and assets of the organization remain secured. Some of the initiatives by the organizations are like keeping guards at entrance of building, installing gates on the entrance of the premise and frisking the personnel before letting them in. All these prevent intruders of unwanted personnel out of the building and hence they provide physical security.